playing the Hard House Bridge game with Alan. Alan and I have done a lot of bidding practice this weekend, looking at slam auctions over one of Trump opening bids. Let's cross our fingers and hope we can put it all together and remember what we're doing. Alan reviewing one of our system things here. That's right. So we gotcha. All right, here we go. We're up against Elaine and Crossrow 420. Getting started here. I'm in second seat, non-vulnerable, and I have a one hard opening bid to make. But of course, North over opening one club means I'm going to have to make an overcall one heart. Now, it's unclear to me how they know what each other is wearing, but I'll accept that. As a situation, we play transfer advances. So a lot of partners' bids are going to be artificial here. But we'll see what he ends up choosing. So two clubs here, actually a diamond bid. I'm happy to bid two diamonds and North passes. Do I have extra values here? I think on this auction, my hand is not great. So I'm going to bid to no trump, which is a competitive bid, forcing partner to bid three clubs, and then I'll correct to three diamonds. And I'll just alert this as to play. All right. So I don't get to steal it for three diamonds, but we did push them up to three spades. Maybe partner's got another bid in him. Don't know. Looks like he has another level of compete in him. That's fine by me. And now South is on the hot seat with a decision to make. I wonder if South is considering Pat. Okay, so it looks like I have successfully transferred the auction to myself, and I'm playing it in four diamonds. So just thinking right now, South likely holds hearts. North holds the black suits. I have two spade losers, and the diamonds are promising, but I may or may not have a diamond loser. We're going to see two rounds of spades, and I think that because no, actually, South's double shows four spades. Spades are probably split 4-4. Don't have to worry about a ruff. The diamond finesse is going to be one or zero losers. The club's probably zero losers. So I think we're going to make four here. Most likely scenario is lose two spades and something like the diamond finesse. If there isn't a spade continuation, I need to think if I want to think about getting rid of some of my losers here. So South started with the ace of spades, didn't continue spades. I wonder why. Could be this is from shortness. I'm going to play low here. Hopefully this forces out the king. So it doesn't force out the king. Okay. So the good news is we don't have any club losers. The bad news is that there's still this spade position here, and I'm a little afraid of doing things like roughing hearts. I also don't know if it's safe to take a diamond hook here. I think it must be safe to take a diamond hook. Okay, so diamonds are not breaking. So it's good that I have the diamonds to figure that out. But it also means that I probably will want to rough a spade in dummy. Hopefully this won't get roughed. It does not. Okay. So now rough, hook. Looks like I made 5, which is okay. It's not necessarily going to be amazing. My hand was good. It wasn't make 5 good, though. Defending against a spade contract might have been pretty good with the club and heart position the way it is. So a plus score probably will be nice there, but I don't think this is going to be anywhere close to a top. Yeah, a lot of folks in diamond part scores. 150 is normal. 10 tricks are also fairly normal here, though I think that realistically you shouldn't lose more than 2 spades. So I'm in first seat, and I have a 10 to 15, 6 plus clubs, opening bid of 2 clubs here. This is the standard position 2 clubs opening bid. And besides that, I've got a minimum hand with 3 hearts. South getting into the auction. So Alad's 2 spade bid is shows probably 5 spades. And I'm trying to remember if it's a 1-round force. I think it is. So I'm going to bid 2 no trump. A lot of people play 2 major as non-forcing constructive over position 2 clubs. Because Alad and I don't have that agreement, I'm assuming that with the 2 diamonds interference, 2 spades is forcing for 1 round. I believe that 3 clubs here is to play. Now 3 diamonds comes in. So if both of them are bidding diamonds, partner has spades. My spades aren't a great fit for partner's hand, so I'm not willing to compete more with this when I don't think I'm offering much extra. So partner bidding 3 hearts here is offering a choice of majors, clearly. He didn't double 2 diamonds, which would have showed 4. So the question is, does he have 5 spades and 4 hearts? Or does he have 5-5? Either way, I think I'd rather play in hearts. So I'm going to try passing. And then we might be able to rough some spades in my hand. So partner actually has a wildly shapely hand. He seems to be 6-5. Did we miss a game? Perhaps. The defense is on point, though. Leading trump cuts down on roughs. But my king of spades is a shockingly useful card here. With the spade position in Alad's hand, all we need to do is knock out the ace of spades. And that will almost certainly get 1 here. Nobody's going to hold up in this situation. Wow, somebody held up in this situation. Alad could have roughed a diamond back to hand instead of playing a heart, and then tried to take a roughing finesse in spades. That might have been dangerous, though. So Alad's going to lose possibly 1 more club trick. But again, another game missed. On the other hand, it's certainly not a simple game to bid. We need to find our heart fit and know that the king of spades is actually a working card rather than a dead card. Alad's diamond void was also very useful. And he's found the king of clubs, so he's making 5. Well done. We've got one more hand left in this round. Hopefully, we'll actually bet a game. So looking at those other results, it looks like there was a pair that played in clubs in our direction, which makes sense. So I'm in fourth seat with 14. This is 2 weeks to open one no trump in fourth seat, but I'll open a diamond if it comes to me. This is a hand where, for some reason, North South made 3-no, and actually looking at that running diamond suit, it's a perfect gambling 3-no trump hand. Uh, it's a perfect gambling 3-no hand. We're lucky that we have such a strong heart fit. Partner's 2 heart bid is a weak 2, and then 3 hearts here is some kind of forcing bid, unclear. Um, I don't think I need to bid over 3 hearts here, though I probably should have doubled. I find it hard to believe that Alad would psych a 2 heart weak 2. So it's possible North South are going to get confused by this 3 hearts, 4 hearts sequence here. If North is void in hearts, this might not be the best heart contract. We might be better off playing defense. And so I could consider doubling, but I don't want to get see dummy hit with a 7 card diamond suit to the ace queen. So I'm going to pass and then hope that this turns out. And that 4 heart bid is clearly some kind of Q bid, likely a heart void. Alid might not even have any spades to lead. So he's probably on a guess between leading a heart into dummy's void or leading a random side suit. Looking at my hand, I think I'd prefer clubs, but he might have the queen of diamonds. Who knows? Alid is probably considering what defense will do the least damage, and this amount of thought is clearly a situation where he's just struggling for a lead here. Though I shouldn't actually take inference. So he found the club lead. Dummy is sort of what I feared, even more wild shaped than Alid's hand in the last one. He managed to hit my ace, which is great. The problem is that this dummy is terrifying. I I really want dummy to be in, but it might be best to just lead spades out of my hand. Yeah, so Alid does have a spade. He probably chose not to lead it because it's singleton. I'm going to assume Elaine has 2 more spades in her hand. Okay, Elaine is out of spades now. Alid's on the same page with the spades, but I think she's got it. If I'd forced the dummy earlier, I might have done better. Playing the spade back might have been the wrong choice. All right. So yeah, I think I misdefended that. I need to continue the club suit. And you can see Alad's club lead was perfect, but I just need to figure out the defense right away, which is to tap dummy. Um, yeah, that's clearly the right choice, and I don't know why I missed that. Even if Declare has three trumps, it's not wrong to try to tap dummy. And yeah, there's everybody's is going down in spades because they get a defense of um, well, the ace of hearts that gets roughed will lead to down one, I think, or down two, down one. Okay, yeah, yeah. You just run out of trump this way. Leading trump gives it up. Four hearts is down for what it's worth. Still not a great board. Looks like this pair doubled four spades and let it make six. The lead at that table was the ace of hearts, which is one of the effective leads. But I think something happened. John at this point needs to force dummy, but he did not do so, I think. Yeah, he led trump, which is almost the instinct. You want to cut out South's roughing value. And the problem on this hand is the goal isn't to prevent North from roughing diamonds, it's to prevent those diamonds from ever winning tricks, right? You can only win if you gain control of the trumps, and that's only by attacking their suit. So on at our table, on the club lead, which was the best lead as it turns out, and I would have led the same thing, but on this club lead, I need to play a club here. On a club lead, it gets roughed. The spades are blocked, so it becomes difficult to untangle them. What Declare has to do at that point, I think, is probably concede a diamond trick. She'll take seven spades, the ace of diamonds, and can get six spades, the ace of diamonds. I think she can earn one more eventually. But on defense, we can get four club tricks and the king of diamonds. The ace of hearts, maybe? Well, I don't know. Either way, bad defense by me. That's 100% on me. Alad led the right thing. I wasn't on board with the defense, and we're getting a bad board as a result. I don't mind getting a bad board when it's my fault. Just looking back here, three hearts making five. Most of the people in hearts stayed in part score. A couple people bid the game and made it. There are a lot of folks in other wild things happening around, like the club contract we almost landed in. On the first board where we made 150 in diamonds, that's above average just because of the number of tricks we took and the fact that we elected to play in diamonds instead of hearts. So it ended up being an average round. This last board would have been really nice if we'd beat it. We would have earned a ton of match points there, but we just didn't, and that's on me. Next round, I have a 16 count. Two of those points are a singleton queen of spades. The heart suit is 5 to the queen. This is not what you would call a fantastic 16 count, and I think this might be worth a downgrade to one heart. But that's besides the point. We're getting a two spade opening by North. And now the choice is between takeout double and three hearts. Partner is a passed hand, but that doesn't mean game is impossible. Game will happen if we have a nice heart fit. So what I'm going to do is bid three hearts, and if partner has fitting hearts, he'll bump it to four, and we'll be in game, and we'll probably make it. If he doesn't have fitting hearts, we're almost certainly not making a game anywhere. And we might have a better landing place in three of a minor, but I'm still looking for the game bonus here. And partner's bidding 4 hearts, probably on some good high hearts, which is exactly what I wanted to hear. All right, I'll try not to screw this one up. Should have spent longer thinking on that last one. All right, looking at the dummy, we've got a club loser, a spade loser. The heart suit is probably a 1 loser suit, maybe 0. The clubs can get set up to discard a long diamond. Also, the 4th heart can rough the long diamond. So, what are my concerns here? If clubs are 4-1, there might be a club rough coming. If hearts are something like 4-0, we might have 2 heart losers. A reason not to rough low. And best way to play hearts, I think, is just heart to the jack here. No reason to do anything funny. If I run the queen, then if South has a singleton king, then I'm wasting a trick. It also, I think heart to the jack is fine. The 6 is missing. I think North probably has the 6. So there's the club. Diamond, that's fortunate. So now I don't think I can go down. Let's just pull the last couple trump. There's that 6 of hearts. And this is 4 hearts making 4. Should be a normal result. Whether I double or bid 3 hearts there, we're getting to 4. Just reviewing that. The 9 of clubs. If I play the 5, then I probably have the 6. If I have the 6, it makes it more likely that it's doubleton. And you can see this was a case where there was the 4-1 club break, and I could have gone down had the rough been found, but they didn't. All right, I have 13 over the 3 clubs opening bid, and the question is, do I double in here? Ooh, this is really close. I hate it, but I have to. He's right about the 6 clubs there. 3 no trump by partner. I'm really hoping he has enough stuff to make it worthwhile. Um, if he has a nice long diamond suit that runs, I'll be happy. But I don't have a lot for him, and I've definitely overbid with my double here. The 3 club opening bid put me under a lot of pressure, and hopefully Alad can make the best of it. So we did hit partner with both um, a nice running diamond suit, a good club holding, and the king of hearts. The problem is he has a stiff spade. So um, we need to figure out how to not lose 4 tricks when giving up the lead because there's only 6 top. The hearts can provide 3 more. So I think Alad will probably try to set up hearts. Uh, if he doesn't want the opponents to lead spades, though, what's he going to do? I'm not sure. I don't think there really is much he can do, except for cross his fingers. And so this is the moment of truth. She's out of club. She can't play a club back. Almost certainly she'll play a spade back from this position because the diamonds are solid and dummy. Alad's playing on hearts and she's out of clubs. The question is, what spade? If she plays a high spade from her hand, this contract's made. If she plays a low spade, then it's probably down. I think there's a good chance she started with ace king of spades. Now, North can decide to play high club and another club. And if North does that, Alad will make the contract because the diamond suit's been concealed. South's thrown off a couple diamonds, so the club back ends the hand. Unfortunately for the defense, they didn't end up running their spades. This should be very good for us because we bid and made a game that isn't guaranteed to make, and we did about as well as we could. Alad playing out a few tricks to make the claim obvious. Good bid by partner. Well played. I do suspect that given partner's decent hand, he might have balanced three diamonds had I passed. It's close though. I think he probably passes with that level of defense in clubs. 430 should be a top. All right, next hand. I have 5-5 in hearts and clubs. I have a decent 11 count with 5 controls. So I am opening this one heart. Yes, it's a little sad that the spades got avoided. The best defense is to knock out the ace of clubs, and then on the ace of hearts, getting one, spade back, and then a spade through. That would have net the defense 1, 2, 3 spade tricks, along with the queen of clubs and the ace of hearts, if the queen of clubs is won at the right time. So the perfect defense, well, I guess you can lead the ace of spades, continue with a spade, knocking out the queen. But on a high club lead, you have to do it that way. Yeah, it's a really tough one to see. Alad's bidding cleverly concealed his hand. I think I need to bid with this hand. I'm going to go 3 clubs here. I am vulnerable, but I have a lot of controls. And if partner is passing, he either has a lot of defense, i.e. spades over south, or the fourth suit, which at this point is clubs, I think. Hoping he has some clubs. But the bidding is high enough that I have to continue passing. So spades is probably going to be the final contract. And I just need to keep in mind how we're going to beat this contract. The most likely scenario is that Alan's holding a few spades, and we can get ourselves, we can either tap south by playing out a lot of side suit cards, forcing south to ruff, or more likely Alan will get a ruff in hearts or clubs. Here's 4 spades. I don't have a double or anything like that. Alan doesn't have a double either. So we'll see if Alad goes for the get a rough approach, the prevent dummy from roughing any of the side suit cards approach, or the tap declarer approach. So he's leading the 2 of hearts here, notably not trying to tap declarer. And he would do that if he has a relevant holding in hearts, I think, going for the tapping approach. But the quick diamond off a dummy suggests a lack of the king of hearts. And he probably has a finessable position in spades, explaining why he didn't lead a spade. Partner also didn't lead the ace of clubs, so I don't think he has that card. Do I play a spade finessing partner? Do I play a heart preventing that from happening? Go play a heart. King was always winning, so it's a safe exit for my hand. All right, that clarifies the spade position a bit. Yet another high heart. Partner probably had 3 hearts. Hey, welcome to the stream. So far, no beer cards won today. Couple of underbid hands, a defensive error or two. We've started off fairly strong, I think. Now this 10 of hearts, unless I've been drinking too much too fast, is high. So this pulls the last trump from dummy. This is going to get taken by declare. Partner must have started with 4 spades. I started with 1, 3, 5. She managed to rebid spades with that, which is a little weird. She probably has 2 diamonds. But if she has 2 diamonds, then partner has the king or the diamonds get blocked. So I would have won my ace if Alad played low. Alad's out of hearts now. He will play a club though. And I think South has an extra spade in her hand. I should have 2 red card winners at this point. Both the 10 of hearts and the ace of diamonds are winners. And Jen should have, I think, besides that, 2 spades, unless I have miscounted something. It gets roughed. Now, Jen probably should play the 10 from dummy, but it doesn't matter if she doesn't have that card. And here I'm going to win my 10 of hearts, which I think is a winner. Yep. And then a club to the partner's 9, but I think there's a spade here. That's right. So down 2 should be a decent result. I think that 4 spades is a pretty normal contract there. And with only 2 top losers and the ace of hearts as a top loser, there's a lot of approaches you can take. The problem with playing this hand is a 4-1 spade break means you can't actually set up the diamonds to run and use the spades as entries. It's a very tough hand. I don't think it can make. And it can't. Though Hartley does let it make. Playing a heart into this king queen fifth is clearly good for declare, but they chose not to do it. Or they couldn't make at that point. So after I win my ace of hearts at this point, you just need to get rid of a couple of heart losers from dummy and then try to avoid too much disaster. So at this point, it could have made either card works at this point, but yeah, so you need to save those spades for roughing hearts, I think. Because I bid hearts, so declarers should know that they're not winners. And the high spades and dummy also let you keep control over West. We got it down 2 because of a tactical choice declare did here. Instead of playing out the ace queen, the queen of spades, and then trying to knock out the 10 of hearts and then conceding down one, Declare decided to do things like ruff heart and dummy first, and then the 10 of spades gets rid of that ruff and dummy, so that went away. Aled and Jen are discussing the hand here. It's a very hard hand, especially with the spade break, which is not known to Declare before she starts. She doesn't know how they're breaking. She could have a hint by my aggressive bidding, but and yeah, you can see most people are making somewhere between 9 and 10 spades. We did a little better, just because Declare did a little worse, I suppose. Yeah, after the Queen of Hearts, you ruff a heart, spade to the club to the ace, ruff a second heart, King of Spades. Um, I think eventually you'll score most of those spades. So you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, it's close. All right, I've had a lot of opening hands tonight. All right, I'm in fourth with a 14 count, 5 good hearts. Let's see if it gets to me. I'm sure Kevin's going to open something. 1 diamond and a nice 1 heart overcall. Yeah, the Hart House Bridge Club library has a few ebooks available, so Aled wanted to take a look at some of those. There were particular titles he was curious about, so he's going to be looking through that and reading a couple of those books. And yeah, some of them are good. Some of them I've already read, but most of them I haven't. And they're all useful, right? Even if you don't play a system, just learning the system. All right, north with the minors, partner bidding a natural spade over the double. I've already bid my hand. I have nothing more to say. Had I doubled here, that would have been a competitive double showing exactly 2 clubs. With 3 clubs, I'm not allowed to do that. Two diamonds, pass, pass, and I have to decide what's going on in the diamond suit. I think there's probably a 9-card diamond fit, and I don't want to sell out for that. So I could go 2 hearts here, but the hearts are probably loaded over here. Spades also probably loaded over here, but that's not as bad. I'm going to try 2 spades. All right. Let's see. Partner gets to play this one, so if I misbid it, it's on him. Partner's got a nice spade suit. He's got 6 of them, and it's useful. The diamond position, as I expected, is a 9-card fit. Aled would have likely doubled with 2 diamonds, so I knew that they were pretty safe in a diamond contract. And then the hearts, I'm just generally not sure about. Partner would only bid spades there with either a good suit or a long suit. So there's 2 weak spots here. There's the clubs and there's the spades. The clubs are concerning because North bid clubs naturally, so that's a prime source of losers. Because South made a negative double of 1 heart, South probably has 4 spades. The most likely setup for the spades is Kevin has a singleton honor, and then Mike has the other 4. And I only say that because Kevin did open the bidding, but it's possible Mike has ace king doubleton. So the line that Aled's taking seems to be trying to cash his hearts first, which I find curious. Now, getting back to dummy is not trivial here because he's off the ace king of spades. There's no outside entries. So if Alad ends up playing the jack of hearts here, if Kevin started with, say, honor doubleton and spades, that could yield a trick to the defense. On the other hand, he could ruff a heart back to hand and then try to play a spade up, catch north with 5-5 in the minors, say. Interesting. He's roughing a diamond back to hand. He'll probably advance a spade here, hoping that Kevin will jump with the high spade. Yeah, so that king probably singleton. Still, uh, at this point, Kevin has a safe diamond exit. If he plays a diamond, Alad has to rough in hand. Alad's considering being sneaky here and pitching a club from hand instead of roughing in. If that happens, Alad will be able to use diamonds as an entry to dummy. The problem is that Kevin, if he goes ace and a club, that'll lead to a ruff in the clubs. So here's going to come a spade. Mike's going to win the ace and then probably put a club through. It might have been better to throw a club there, actually. Mike also does have one extra diamond from what I can tell. And so, yeah, the expected spade break. I believe that Mike's spades now are 10-9 doubleton. If Alad ducks here, Kevin needs to know to overtake if he wants to continue the club suit. So Alad is ducking, hoping Kevin doesn't overtake. And so the 10 of clubs does hold the trick. Unfortunately for Alad, the clubs ended up being 4-2. And that is going to hurt a lot because it means that Kevin can go ace and a club, and then Alad will go down one. If Kevin doesn't play ace and a club, then Alad might laugh, but I think that, well, actually, a diamond out might be better here. So Alad will score two more tricks here either way for down one. If Mike roughs in here, Alad is happy. So diamonds ended up being 6-3, and Kevin had 6 diamonds and 4 clubs. So if Mike roughs in, Alad wins his jack of spades, throws Mike in with another spade, and then Mike has to play a heart to dummy. Mike shouldn't rough here. So if Alad roughs high, he can exit a spade and then win the jack of hearts at the end. That's the sexy way to play this. We'll see if he does it. And Alad decides not to play it the sexy way. For shame. Down one's not going to be great there. Had we chosen to defend 2 diamonds, though, I think 2 diamonds is clearly making. Actually, it ended up being better than I thought. Usually at this club, a minus score is bad, but all the diamond part scores making, and made 2 diamonds, 2 spades good. All right, we got to bid this fast because we're a little trailing. After one hand, we have only 11 minutes left to play 2. And I have I'm still counting, 19 count, 20 count? It's a lot. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 losers. It's not the best hand in the world. So I do have to bid this the slowish way. Partner will let me know if he has something, and then I'll go some number of hearts or no trump. Three hearts here is a great bid. With 0 to 7, I can't imagine him having anything that'll put us into a slam. He'd need the ace of spades, a singleton diamond. Very unlikely. And I think he can't have a singleton diamond here anyway. The three heart bid shows four hearts, but it also denies shortness. And if he's denying shortness, then we just don't have the strength necessary to push on past the four level. Had I chosen to bid three no trump, we have eight top, but that's not 10, and we might need the to maybe rough a diamond and dummy, or to give up the lead a couple times if partner has the queen of spades and we get a club lead and three no trump. So four hearts is the safe contract, and we don't need to look for more. I have a really strong hand, but I know because of partner's point count, it's 5 to 7, and his lack of shortness, and again, he's got a flat hand, we shouldn't be in slam. This is a good hand for 3-0 though. However, we're in 4. I need to do my best to not screw it up. So how am I going to do that? The diamonds are an interesting position here. I could... Okay. Well, absent alternatives, I'll win the honor in the shorthand first and pull trump. Leave myself some flexibility in the trump suit by dropping the 6 of hearts here. Right. It's the 4 of spades. Not feeling great about that spade finesse. So why not avoid the clubs before crossing to dummy? To run a diamond. So Kevin decides to cover the first of touching honors, which is an interesting move. So now that that's happened, I have to concern myself with the spade suit. He would do that with something like a doubleton diamond. Let's try playing a low spade from hand first instead of the king. Seven A. Would he play the 7 from 7-10 there? I have to put in the 9. Ah, too bad. Huh, it held. Interesting. Kevin did have the ace. But I guess he didn't think I had the king if I was going to play it that way. So I got it back. Don't mind me. Okay, pass to me, and I have 11 to 15 2 plus diamonds. No comment. Forcing for 1 round, showing at least 4 diamonds. This is a perfect hand to bid 2 no trump with. Two spades here. It's natural, of course. but I have a clear two-no trump bid. Two-no trump here should actually just be showing stoppers in both spades and hearts. This is a hand where I have a spade stopper, and I need to hope that we just need the one. The spade support by South suggests something like a 5-3 spade break where Kevin's got some spade honors, and the lead directing two spade bid will ensure that Mike leads a spade. So I'm going to hold up a couple rounds in the spades. Fortunately, that king of spades singleton there is very useful. So this hand is an interesting one where I have to decide how I want to manage the entries. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top tricks and a source of tricks and diamonds. The best way to play diamonds is to finesse them. But the clubs are also a potential source of tricks. If I just ace of diamonds out, then I can worry about the clubs later. Get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tricks. Hmm. So I played the suit that way because I wanted to conceal the fact that I only had one heart, high heart. There's no way they're going to play back hearts in that situation. And you can see Mike's already pitching his clubs. There's the queen of hearts. Second club. Third club. Fourth club. Now the clubs are good. Bridge is a game just as much about psychology. Did I peg you for 6? So that's a case where an agreement we had that didn't actually get used helped guide me towards the right direction, which is competing with that hand. It's a close call between passing and competing, but the fact that partner is likely to hold a singleton diamond there means that two diamonds is going to roll, and we need to find something that'll be a little bit better. I think this was a good round. So that first board there ended up being great for a minus score just because of how lucrative those diamond part scores ended up being. The next one, and here I've got yet another opening hand. I've really had all the cards today. So this is a one spade opening bid in any system, unless you play a canopy system. Board 8, we were in 4 hearts. We made 5 because I gave away a trick and got it back. Funny little way the spades got played. This is about as close as to a pancake as you could get at the Hart House Bridge Club. This is artificial in game forcing, so we've got a fun sequence coming up. I believe, excuse me. This might be the first case where it's actually come up here. So this is 4 plus hearts. 2 diamonds show long spades, 2 hearts shows uh, clubs, 2 spades shows hearts. No, 2 hearts shows diamonds, 2 spades shows hearts. This last one was good, making 6 there is great. Some folks found 6 diamonds, which actually does need a little bit of things going your way. You need to, actually it's a good contract. Good on that one. So this is another relay. So I don't have 6-4 shape, and I don't have 5-4-2-2, so it's not 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, it's 3 hearts. So this is my exact shape. This is 5-4-1-3. So partner knows my exact shape. My point range is somewhere between 11 and 15 here, which is not the most narrow range. But he can ask about some of my cards later on. And we've got plenty of room here now that we've shaped out by 3 hearts. So partner can bid 3 spades if he wants me to keep cue bidding. He can bid 4 clubs or 4 diamonds if he wants to set trump and basically bid key card in one of those suits. If he goes 3 no trump, that's to play. If he goes 4 spades, of course, that's to play. So I'm happy to pass him. Now, because I've relayed out my shape and I'm declare, the defense in theory should know exactly what my shape is and be able to defend accordingly. At this club, that doesn't always happen, but sometimes the opponents will pleasantly surprise you. Partner has a very nice spade suit here, but he chose well not to go any higher because we do have a bunch of top losers. So I don't see any benefit in playing high from dummy here, no psychological or tactical benefit. I'll just play low. Maybe North will duck with a 10. They'll play the jack here. And if there's a club back, I will probably end up losing 2 club tricks. But if not, I might be able to park these clubs on those diamonds there. So here's the ace of clubs. I need to drop the queen here just in case it convinces the opponents not to continue the suit. No chance of that. North had ace king of clubs and the ace of diamonds, notably. But North didn't, of course, get a chance to open the betting. And I have the rest of the tricks unless hearts are 7-0, which I find very unlikely here, but we'll see. Or if there's an uppercut in diamonds. I'm claiming the rest after pulling trump. Nice defense. Them getting their 3 tricks was pretty good. Had they not been as active on defense, I could have refed out the queen of hearts and then pitched one of my club losers on the other heart. So I could have made 5. I think this board would be very average. Partner's opening a weak 2 spades, and I have yet another good hand. That's 15 plus 12 plus 7 is 22. So this is a hand where we might actually have, we might have slam here. If we have 6 spade tricks, and 3 outside is 9, and then we might be able to get 10-11 if he has a king here. So this is August. I'm not going to jump to keycard right away. 5 down 1. Poor them. It's easy to get excited with the West hand, but our systems prevent that from happening a little bit. Partner, knowing my shape, knew that my shape was not conducive to slam chances, even though I had technically the upper half of my 11 to 15 range. So 3 spades here is good suit, good hand. Good suit, good hand is good news because I have this. If he has an outside king or something like that, then we are cooking with gas. Um, Now, I haven't specifically discussed what four clubs or four diamonds would have been there. I think they're probably, that's 1430. We do have all the keys, but I don't know about the queen of clubs, or queen of spades, rather. So partner doesn't have the queen of spades, which is interesting, but I have enough stuff here that if he has ace jack fifth, if he has a good hand, it's an outside king, right? So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's enough, I think, to go six. I'm gonna push. He might even have two outside kings, but that might be a little bit strong for a preempt. On a spade lead, we are cooking with gas here, but we're not going to get a spade lead. A club lead ends up being pretty passive because of the strength of my club holding. Partner's good suit, good hand thing has helped a lot. If we knock out the king of diamonds, assuming it's offside, we can pitch the heart loser and then worry later about the spades. So the chances of making this contract are very high, and I'm glad we pushed to six. I do feel, though, that the folks in 6-0 will do just as well. Um, there are ways to go wrong here where some opponents might go right. And there are going to be people who stop short of slam, probably. Six spades, though, should be where most people get. The 10 of clubs looking suspiciously like a singleton is encouraging Alad to start on the spades first, rather than win the king of clubs in hand and take a diamond finesse right away. That 9 of spades is suspicious to Alad, but he can't justify playing the ace there. That would be wild if the queen third was onside. He's doing it? Oh, well, if it's queen fourth onside, then I understand why he did it that way. So this is one of those situations where Alad can take a diamond finesse right away, but there's no reason to do so because South is going to be put on lead when South gets in with South's queen. So if Alad decides he wants to play the jack of spades out, Thierry's going to get in. Thierry is South, and Thierry has to decide what to play. Alad's going to pitch the two of hearts here, but then his second pitch from dummy is going to be a lot harder. Oh wow, he's throwing a diamond. Hmm. So here comes back a club. Note that Alad still has one more trump to draw. I don't know why Alad threw the diamond from hand. Also, the 10 of clubs lead probably suggests that South has the jack of clubs. Dummy is under a lot of pressure here. Alad has to quickly decide how to play this one. So he's pitching the club. I think he's going to go all in on the hearts here. He's going to hope that he's able to get not just the heart finesse onside, but a pitch on the hearts. So the good news is that the king of hearts is onside. So he's dodged one bullet. The bad news is that he's not out of the woods yet because he still has to knock out the Ten of Hearts somehow, and that's in North's hand still. And the way Aled has managed his entries and things here is frankly not great. But it is what it is, in the words of some wise people. Get rid of that heart now, but the there's the nine of clubs. I think Cherry also has the jack, but this diamond finesse is probably not going to succeed. You have to finesse here. There's no reason to play the ace. You're not going to drop a singleton king. Oh, thank God. I guess Aled did have a lot of chances that he combined there. That was fortunate. Lots of chances indeed. Indeed. He can make 7 if he can see through the backs of the cards. And you'll note that with Queen fourth on side to make 7, you actually need to pull off a trump coup. You need to, and I'll analyze this all later. So this is 16 plus, and I have a huge hand, so I need to think about how I'm bidding this. Hang on. So this is, I'll just bid it and explain later. So this is one of the high steps in terms of explaining the hands that I have. This is a continued relay ask. So if a partner had bid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds would have showed clubs, 2 hearts would have showed diamonds. Aled in with the early penalty pass. Dummy with almost a yarb. And I have to signal on this. With the ace of hearts, I think I need to signal in favor of the heart suit. Now, it's important to note we were getting to, I'll continue to play high hearts here. We were getting to slam on these cards, possibly a grand. So we need to take pretty much all the tricks here. I need partner to not blow any tricks. But I have to rough here. Now, I think that's probably Cherry's last diamond. There's no reason not to play the king to unblock here. So, okay. Who's got the king there? Second spade? Yeah. You might get one more spade trick. Got him. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. 14 is not better than a grand, but we don't have a grand. We have a small. So this ended up being good. Yeah, so we're getting to 6 hearts all day. Partner's got a huge hand. I've got a huge hand. We're getting to 6 no trump, not 6 hearts. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he has a hand with tons of defense. The ace, king of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the king of hearts, which is good with my other hearts. The jack fourth of spades is useful. Also, Thierry, he's not a pass hand, but he's red, right? Yeah, that's reasonable. With my hand, obviously, I know that slam's a possibility. I'm just hoping we don't have a grand. Um, it's I don't know if I'd call that a valid overcall. You're vulnerable against a game forcing auction where the opponents have every incentive to double you, get you down 2 to beat their game contract. So it was a very, very dangerous overcall by Terry. I have had lots of cards tonight. Um, I'll review it later, but this is another precision. Here's Eric, my usual Thursday partner. Just reviewing this. I am East. So opener, 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 opener. Hang on, partner's got another huge hand here. So let me math it out. Christ. 19 opposite, at least 15. So we're going to a small slant, at least. Probably 6 no. Partner's 3 no trump bid actually should show 5 clubs. Let's find out where his doubleton is. Doubleton heart would be useful, or diamond. Spade less so. So he has a doubleton diamond and an even number of aces, which should be 2 here. Um, let's see. Possible heart loser. I just need to remember if 4 no trump is a continuation of the relay or a sign off. Um, 6 no trump has to be the safe thing. So partner's got the perfect hand. We blew it. Though if clubs are 4-0, Though to be fair, there's no way I can find out about his, say, Queen of Hearts and Jack of Spades. Without those two cards, we can't actually justify. Um, okay, we can't justify 7. So I don't think I actually have the room there. 10 count. Do I open this? It's actually kind of awkward, but I will. So this is 10 to 16. Those diamonds. First seat. Non-vulnerable, I will. Two-no trump here is a balanced hand that's artificial in game forcing. And over two-no trump, I just sort of need to bid my hand. So I think I just bid 3 clubs naturally. It's going 3 diamonds. Just going to go 3 no trump here. A bizarre variant indeed. Well, this calls out for a major suit opening lead. I think Alad knew that, which is why he bid 3 diamonds. Some folks bid 7-0. Good for them. 2 clubs 7-0. I love it. The 2 clubs bid is an overbid by about 3 points, and those 3 points are the points you need to confidently bid 7-0 there. Our system is very much a choice. A little sad we missed that one, but I don't think our methods actually get us there because of how fast that 2 no trump bid escalates the auction. I think Alad's down here. Unless spades are 4-4-1, which I don't think they are. And even if they are, doesn't he have another club loser coming? Yeah, he should still have one more club loser outstanding, which there's no way to park. In fact, he would love it if Eric just cashed a high club at this point. Here we go. So he can't claim yet, but he is claiming. Can he claim? Wait, no. The clubs are necessarily good at this point, so he can. Okay, and that's 2 pitches. All right, so we're down. That's okay. Bridge is fun. You go down sometimes. Were there any better contracts? Not really. It was an enlightened hand. We kept them out of a making 2 spade contract, at least. This is a transfer, I'm assuming. 6 no trump making shouldn't be a bad board for the opponents. Everybody should be there. There was a pair in 7, good for them, but the fact that so many people are only in 3 is a little remarkable. All right, this auction is pretty clear. That's true. There were 3 slam hands in a row. Four spades at the spot. Look, we did just as well as the folks in Three Club. I like that. Enlightened. I didn't realize it, but it's also a pun. Wow. Erica's a good hand, and they decided not to explore slam. Uh, this is a hand you want to explore slam. Alan and I spent a lot of time talking about these kind of hands and who's the captain and what kind of auction you should pursue. So with that hand, what we would do is transfer to spades and then naturally bid diamonds. Over that, a lad can raise diamonds or bid spades, something like that. So actually, I think we just transfer to diamonds in this sort of a second transfer because with a hand with five spades that we want to sort of invite to no trump, we go Stayman, then 2-no. So the auction that we would do is two hearts transfer, and then um, no reason not to just lead a club here. Two hearts transfer, and then three clubs, which is a transfer to diamonds. And then a lad holding three spades would bid some kind of spade bid, like three spades, and then slam cue bidding auction would start. 3-no trump really wouldn't be a place to play there if you've already sort of rejected it with your uh, second transfer. So it would be sort of temporizing, and then a lad would continue to describe. You'd bid a last train thing, you'd bid key card. Well, the trump are gone. Eric now has to lead diamonds off a dummy, or a lad, but he should probably have at least one high diamond in hand, right? I think so. And what is the choice? Choice is the queen. The thought put into it indicates that Alad might have the king 10. If he has the 10, the 10's cashing. But there's no reason not to play a club at this point because Alad knows that Alad's out of spades, and then that a diamond has to be played off dummy. So here's a diamond to the 9 and 10. So dummy's good though. Very nicely done winning that beer card. That was well played. I'm technically not keeping track of Ilad's beers, but since he's an anagram of Alad, it became easy. But I'm going to say beer card. I'll delete some of these for now. You'd never want to be in 3-0 there. Hang on. Double dummy says he can make 6. That's because you drop the doubles and queen of spades. And you can diamond to the 9, run the queen, and then you lose just a diamond. You can pitch the club on the high hearts. So it's pretty clear. On board 14, Alan's talking about people make 3-0 whenever North rises with either high club. So on 14, that's right. Eric decided in a disciplined manner to play low with his ace king small, and that ended up yielding them a trick. Because Alad otherwise would have won his queen. Though if that's not the case, they knock out the spade after winning the first club. After winning the second club, they can knock out the ace of diamonds, but it's not in time to save them. Hmm. After the spade lead, yeah, there's no reason to fly ace there. But I bet you some people did. You can see the traveler on this. Going down is not great when we could have stopped in part score or made 3 no trump. But at this table, you'll notice that Henri flew ace. And then at this table, the hearts were attacked first, which is different, but it worked. So did Cindy. Interesting, you don't play the 9 there. It's a choice. Well played. And 4 spades making should be fine for them. And if we explore slam, we quickly find out that South doesn't have a diamond control. And with no diamond control and no queen of spades, you get to 5 spades and you're down, probably. The hand is not fantastic for a spade slam. The high hearts are wasted. If that king queen of hearts was instead the queen of spades and the king of diamonds, you're not making 6, you're making 7 on 5 spade tricks, a heart, 5 diamond tricks, the ace of clubs, and then maybe one more. You're making at least 6. It's an issue of bridge instinct. Some folks don't have them. A couple folks actually bid the 7 no. This table was a 1 club, 1 no, 4 clubs auction, which is really something. I think that they must have interpreted 1 no trump to be a strong no trump over 1 club, over which 4 hearts shows 2 aces, because most people who play Gerber forget that 4 hearts is only supposed to show 1 ace. East then bid 5 hearts, thinking that 4 hearts was natural. This auction is remarkable. Hmm. Yeah, it's an interesting way to analyze it. What even is that auction? All right, so I have 11. Third seed vulnerable. It's another bad 11, but this is a hand where we might actually be looking for game. My hand isn't enough to go to game. It's enough to invite, and we have some methods for that. So by system agreement, our method to invite is now changed because double is in plus. So we bid two hearts, which should be an invitational or better spade raise. I That option baffled me. So that round actually didn't be wasn't great because the 3 no trump was overbid. And partner accepts. So I don't have to do a second ask. Over the two hearts there, if partner bids two spades, I have second asks available, which include things like showing good side suits like a fit jump would, or bidding suits that would indicate shortness. Partner's got a very nice hand though, so I agree with four spades, and this shouldn't be too hard to make. There's a diamond loser, a spade loser, and a heart loser. Sorry, a diamond, a club, and a heart. The king of diamonds lead is the best lead for the defense because it immediately sets up the diamond winner for them. But Aled will probably immediately play a heart in order to get started on roughing his two heart losers and dummy. And I think he will end up making this. There are some positions where he goes down, namely a very, very bad heartbreak, something like that, and combined with a spade break. But this is a very good contract, and I expect most people to be there. Though technically partner did have only 11, and I only had 11, including 3 of those in a singleton king. Still, it's a good contract. People should be there. And now there's only one likely loser left, and that's the 4 of clubs. So here, what Aled can do is hope this forces out. So it doesn't force out the 10 of spades. It gets roughed. And now Aled needs to try to avoid the club loser, because the heart losers are going to go away. He could just cross rough the hand and come to 10 tricks easy. He wants to get to 11 though. So one option is sneak up a club right away, and it's probably the best option. The club is going to be ducked by North probably, and then he'll win his king and come away with the rest of this. Ah, too bad. So now Aled doesn't quite have a claimer, but only because it's a little complicated to explain. All of his trump in hand are high, and the opponents don't have a lot of outstanding trump. I think barring South being out of hearts at this point, the contract is made. Actually, he roughs high, roughs high, roughs high, roughs high, and he can't actually afford to do two roughs highs if spades are 4-0. But that helps things out a little bit. He can rough the second heart high and pull trump and clean. So, another good one. I'm just checking back to the scores. Looks like we're sitting at 69.9%, which is very nice. I think that I'd forgotten just how good some of these other rounds were. The second round of the day was actually very, very good. We got something like a 90-something percent round. That round was a 70-something percent round. Round after that was also very, very good. This last round was a below average, though. So hopefully we'll have another solid one. Four spades making, I think, is going to be an average plus there. A lot of folks in four spades, but then folks doing other things. So not average plus. Right now it's tied for top. I'll take it. LWDT partner. Now this is actually, with 8 points, the worst hand I've had in quite some time. So I will actually pass here. You'll note the strength of my hands tonight has been remarkable. Sitting east, opener, 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 opener. And not just opener, some really good ones. Opener, 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 opener. Partner has a good hand now, so this is 8 to 10, bow or 4-4-1. Should have alerted that before bidding, but whatever. So the first 9 hands, all opening bids by our system, which is 11 plus. Opener, opener and a half, opener and a half, opener and a half. This I turned into an opener, didn't end up being great. Um, so I can't have 4 spades here because with as a passed hand with 4-4 of the majors, I just bid 2 clubs. So over 2 diamonds, he bids 2 hearts. I'm denying 4 spades, so 2 spades is actually 4 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 2 no trump and 3 clubs. Both are the 4 clubs hands with shorts, other suits. So my bid is actually for 2 spades is diamonds, 2 no 3 clubs are clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, 3 spades is my bid. So that's ace, king of hearts, no king of spades. He'll figure it out. Now, he might be taking the time to count through all of the possibilities that I might have, the various aces and kings and that kind of hand. If he has a hand that's just, anything less than 20 points, he's just going to sign off in game here. It's only if he has a real rock crusher or a wildly shapely hand that he decides to bid on. And I've already shown my ace, my king, and I have nothing until the jack of diamonds. So I'm going to be bidding a lot of one-step ups if he keeps relaying. Four no trump is interesting. Four no trump is what I interpret to be a quantitative raise in no trump. It's not key card. It's not a sign off. With only 8, I have a pass. And yeah, with just 8 points, I have already shown my ace and my king of hearts. My only extra value card is the jack of diamonds. And I could have up to 4 more points. So another king and a couple queens. This is clearly the minimum strength hand I can have. And you can see why he bid the way he did quantitatively. Hopefully we're not too high. The diamond lead is a killer lead. Alad should fly jack here, I think, because that's probably a 4th best diamond from king queen. But looks like Alad got it wrong. The number of top tricks is 4 in the minors and 5 in the majors for 9. There's chances in spades for 10th, chance in hearts after some setup probably for, okay, so queen of diamonds is in South's hand. A chance in hearts possibly for a 10th, maybe both. There's no reason not to duck this, I think. If diamonds are 4-3, you don't want the person with 4 diamonds winning the last trick if you have to give up a heart. So with queen 10-9 of diamonds, everything's pretty clear. The North is known to hold the king of diamonds here. So North is making a choice and then playing the king of diamonds. So this is some kind of suit preference, probably. But yeah, Alad just needs to avoid losing a heart and a diamond. It's pretty clear, I think, that the 13th diamond is in North's hand, but it might not be. So here's hoping. So Alad has a choice here. He could play King of Hearts and then come back to hand, play another heart up. This doesn't seem right. Um, he could have put in the 10, hoping North didn't split from Queen Jack. But what he's doing is trying to keep a squeeze alive, I think. But that doesn't really matter because you have the spades for transportation anyway. So now somebody could be pressured in both majors. That would let it make. If either major is 3-3, it will make. But that's the only possibilities at this point. There's no heart combinations that will work now. But what Ala did by not cashing the king and then trying another heart immediately is keep the hope alive of um, South maybe having both majors guarded. Now, unfortunately, I think North is guarding spades and South is guarding hearts. So I'm not sure if this is making. The heart here is gonna North's gonna show out and it's down. Really, everything is very poorly positioned. I don't think there's anything Alad can do, um, except not bid what he did. Yeah, it's down. It's probably a bottom board just because we got to four, but nothing works. Nothing he can do. Here, I have 13. It's a little strong for a weekend of Trump opening, so I have to open this one diamond. A cold, well, not quite bottom, but almost bottom. Folks who signed off in 3-0 are very happy. It's 22 opposite 8. So you're being conservative when you bid it that way. My one no Trump rebid will show a balanced 13-16 without a 4-card major. And over one no Trump partner has various options to explore game or even slam. So two clubs here is a relay to two diamonds, and it shows either an invitational hand, with the most likely situation, or a hand that wants to sign off in two diamonds. So I'm alerting two diamonds as being a forced bid, and we'll see what partner's invite is. Two no Trump is a normal balanced invite, and opposite a normal balanced invite, I have a pass because I'm at the minimum end of my range. Unfortunately, we've landed in two no Trump, a contract you normally don't want to be in. Partner's hand on that last one, it's a great hand, but if I have just a little more value, if I have the King of Diamonds in addition to what I already did, then maybe we're making 6. So who knows? Partner has 11. I have 13. We're getting a diamond lead. In terms of sources of tricks, diamonds is as good as anything here. Now, I didn't check to see what their carding was, so maybe I should have played slower. I actually want Suzanne to shift. This should be one of the high hearts. And here we go. I think the ten of spades is still outstanding. That's right. And she has the other high heart. Or Stephen, he. Though I could have just won the second diamond. Might have made life simpler. Still, that's pretty good. I'd say that was well done all around, pretty much. Looking there, what I have to do is make sure I win my ace of diamonds before leaving dummy. And then I need to make sure that actually I can afford to throw a club away there, which is interesting. I can do like a delayed duck squeeze on north. But there's no reason not to throw a spade there, I think. Oh yeah, no, I throw a spade to make three, of course. Yep, I got that one right. Definitely a pass hand. Time to say hi. Dorian and Carol. Carol is, I think, a sub. All right. Look at that cute little strip squeeze. I love it. You couldn't even unblock. So now we're down to 68%, still good enough to win, but with 2 rounds left, anything can happen. The opponents are bidding one. So this is a hand where I'm passing. This is my worst hand of the night, and it's an 8 count. So I've had really strong cards all night. Again, so board, this is an opener. This is my worst hand, but we got to 4 no trump anyway. Opener, it's a bad opener, but an opener. This is not an opener, so this is another weak one. And then this is one that I stretched into an opener. So I think of my first 14 hands, every single one was an opener. 15 was a hand where I I don't have an opener, but we got to game. No, we defended game. Never mind. That was a weak one. 16 opener, 17 opener, and no, 17 was not an opener, and then this one's not an opener. So this is my third weakest hand of the night, and they've all been 8 counts, my weaker ones. This is a 7, but yeah. Anyway, the opponents have bid up to 3 diamonds. I clearly had nothing to do with this whole auction, but They started a diamond, then bid black suits 4 times, and then ended up on diamonds. So if there's one auction that calls out for a trump lead, it's this one, partners leading heart. It's okay. On the Queen of Hearts lead, which is probably from King Queen, I think I definitely want to encourage this, and the 7 is the most encouraging card I can have here. So I'm going to play the 7. Low card would say play a club. High card would say play a spade, but I know South is a singleton spade, so I want partner to continue hearts if he's not going to play a trump. And I do happen to have queen third of diamonds, so I don't necessarily want partner to play trumps for the opponents, but I feel like hearts, after he started them, are a pretty good suit to continue, and I've signaled accordingly. So now it's going to be club to the ace and ruff, or it's going to be a diamond hook, or club to the ace, ruff, diamond hook. King of spades off of dummy, so I have to cover this in case there's a singleton in South's hand. So it was a singleton, but I think had I ducked, South is pitching a heart anyway, so no reason not to play my ace there. Now, because Alad's down to just jack 10 of spades, the spades can get set up. The problem is the lack of entries to dummy after the spades are set up. So here, I can't really waste a club card there, given count. I just want partner to continue hearts, and he should have read my signal accordingly. So I'm winning this. We have 3 tricks, and now I have to decide, do I want to play a spade, a diamond, a club? I think it has to be a diamond here. Force South to fly ace if South wants to do some roughing. But South fearlessly is putting in the 10 of diamonds. Now, South might not necessarily have a lot of diamonds, but she has successfully taken a diamond finesse, which she always could have done had she roughed a club back to dummy. Another club pitch. No, she did bid clubs twice. She showed up with 3 hearts, 0 spades, most likely 5-5 in the minors. So she's pitched 1 club, and she's roughed 1 club. But the clubs are such that Alad has 2 more clubs in hand. Carol has 2 more clubs in hand. Alad also has a high spade. I think I need to get rid of this 10 of clubs here, because if I get thrown in with the 10 of clubs, I have to give up a spade. RIP. The way the clubs and spades positioned are mirrors of each other in that they fall on these king, queen, 9 suits. 130 for the opponents is going to be a good board for them, just because they didn't do anything too bad. And I've got a nice hand. Looking forward to opening this one. This is how many tricks? Is this an 8-trick hand? Is that an Amiat's hand? Yeah, it is. This is 8 or 9 tricks. This might be an overbid. Yeah, it might be an overbid with just King, Jack, double 10 of diamonds. My partner really cares about how many tricks I have in spades. He can bid 4 hearts, and then I'll respond with like key card if I have 9 tricks. But I only have 8, and I'm counting my King, Jack as a trick. So I'm just bidding 4 spades. And maybe I need at least 8, or I don't know. This feels like this could have been bid better if I just started 1 spade and then rebid spades, but I don't know. Maybe this is descriptive. Oh, Alad will let me know. He'll also let me know if it's relevant, as he's a past hand. So looking at his dummy, that dummy is about as perfect as it could get. Namely, he has the ace king of hearts. The question is, does he, and yeah, I guess there's not that much trouble with entries. He just pulls trump, crosses back to the king of hearts, and then makes a decision on the diamonds. That seems to be probably what he's going to do. But I don't know. We'll see. He kind of needs to make this to get a good board because there's going to be nobody making a contract in the opponent's direction, and a lot of people in probably spade part scores. So he needs to take his 10 tricks. 7 spades, 2 hearts. He just needs to win 1 diamond. What he's doing is looking at the opponent's card. So he sees the 4 of diamonds from Carol. He's clicking on Carol to see how good Carol is. Carol's advanced, so it's possible she's not signaling honestly in her 4 of diamonds intentionally. There's no rush to play up to Dummy's diamonds, though. Alec can fool around, play a club to the 9, play a club to the queen, run a couple of spades. It's going to come down to a guess in the diamonds, probably, and there's no reason to rush that guess. So Alad's proceeding with the fool around strategy. The club to the queen, as opposed to the 9, I think is intended to get Dorian to be more likely to play a club back than Dorian would otherwise, because Alad wants the diamond guess delayed as much as possible. So looking at the club spots, there's also the potential of setting up a club. Don't forget the 10 of clubs, I think, is the only outstanding club at this point. If Carol plays back a heart, then Alad's in trouble. But yeah, so he can't afford to play any more clubs because there's still an outstanding high club. So here comes the diamond up. And the signal was honest. The king of diamonds is the card. Again, another rock crusher. This is 18 high, 5-5. 7.5. I rounded up. And Dorian actually flew ace there. Dorian could have ducked and left Alad to guess. I have hearts and clubs here. So what I'm going to do is bid, what's it called? Um, all right, so I have a guesstim opening overcall, I suppose, showing a good hand with hearts and clubs. We play 2 spades specifically would be hearts and diamonds there, so I can't bid that. 2 no trump would be the minors. Partner might think that I'm a little light for this, but my hand is probably strong enough to take a second action over whatever partner bids. So if he goes 3 hearts, I'll just bump it to 4 probably, because I have basically a 4 loser hand. So 4 spades is South's bid. This is probably some kind of save. I don't have any defense, so I need to consider taking action myself over 4 spades. Partner is coming in with 5 clubs, though. That's nice. And as good as my hand is, there are 4 losers, so I can't bid on over 5 clubs. Partner could be very weak for his call, and so this is going to be a good spot, I think. Let's see how many cover cards partner has for my losers. He's got 1.5. But the spade lead, the low spade lead to north prevents north from putting a diamond through. So if there's no ref coming, I can, I can't discard all those diamonds on the hearts. The partner chose to be in clubs instead of hearts. And with the longer fit in clubs, normally that's better, but here it might not be. So I will have to make a guess in diamonds if I want to make this. And that's the case were I in either spades or hearts, or clubs or hearts. So here comes a spade back, which they bid and raised spades, so I can afford to rough it. Spade to the ace and queen, low spade back. So that's telling me the spade owners are probably split. Carol probably has the king, and Dorian with the ace. The jack is somewhere. Dorian did open the bidding though, so Dorian's the heavy favorite to hold the ace of diamonds here. Let's pull trump first. Make sure that nothing wild is happening in the club suit. All right. Wildness confirmed. Wildness confirmed. So there is a club void happening, and there's nothing I can do but pull trump. Now, if hearts were similarly 5-0, then 5 hearts would be down while clubs is always making. Note here that the problem we are facing is that if I pull all the clubs out, then they can win a bunch of spades. So I can't actually afford to pull all trump before playing on diamonds. The problem is that I think Dorian has the ace of diamonds. So I need to figure out some way to avoid a disaster in that suit. If I can cash, I probably can't cash 3 hearts. Carol has probably 5 spades, 4 clubs. If she has a single diamond or a single heart, maybe I can squeeze a useful card out of her. But she hasn't pitched any spades yet. So what do I need to hope for? I think I need to hope for something like a... I think I have to pull trump. Dorian has pitched a bunch of cards that are not spades. There's the 10 of diamonds. Yeah, Carol had a singleton heart there. I need Carol and Dorian to throw off all their spades here. Because their spades are winners, they might not remember that. I have to play Carol for the queen and Dorian for the ace. But with the ace-queen offside, there's nothing I can do. How does 4 spades do? 4 spades is off 1 heart and the jack of diamonds it's making. 5 hearts is down as well for what it's worth. But pushing them out of 4 spades was a good result. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so leading the jack of diamonds might risk down 2 if because South has the 10 of clubs. I could get uppercut. There's not really a chance to make it legit there. And it's not exactly legit. If South covers with the Queen of Diamonds, then I have to lose the ace and the 10 of diamonds. Anyway, we're talking about a good board here. Going down one is a great sacrifice against a easily making 4 spades contract. I'm only surprised that it's not making 5 at most of these tables. Because you're going to take 2 spades, probably 2 diamonds, maybe 3. That's 4, and then a cross ref is 10. I guess if you're not playing double dummy, you're not going to win 3 diamond tricks. I have yet an opening hand. Here it's a standard 1 spade opening bid. Time to say hi. So overall, a solid round. We didn't do that much wrong on this table. On this hand, I don't think we can do much better than let 3 diamonds make 4, and they just ended up getting to the right spot instead of 3-0. On the next one, we bid 4 spades, which is on a guess, but it's sort of fine, I think. And then the last hand was a good sacrifice. They didn't double. Doubling would have got them a match point or 2. They also didn't bid 5 spades and make it, which would have got them a couple of match points. Partners 2 spade here, purely constructive-y, competitive-y, 7 to 9. 2 spades double. I have no reason to bid over 2 spades double. If South bids diamonds, I'll be happy to defend diamonds. My hand doesn't have too much playing strength, even though it's 13 count. So here comes 3 hearts, and partner, if he wants to compete to 3 spades, can do so. My hand doesn't have anything else to say. And the opponents have succeeded in pushing us. Oh, they're bidding 4 hearts here. So North probably has some extras. I have 0 defensive tricks. So if Alad wants to take a crack at this, he can do so. But I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk a double with my hand. He would need actual defense in his hand to justify a double. This is a situation where Liebensal would clarify the position for North-South if they played it in this position. Hands with a weak 3-heart bid would go through Tuno Trump first, and hands that are a little more solid would bid 3 hearts immediately. I'm guessing they don't play Liebensal here, so there was some ambiguity with a 3-heart bid. So partner is confidently leading the 10 of spades. Dummy's quite strong. It's a 19 count. And I have to think about what the odds of us beating this are. So I have myself 13. Dummy has 19, leaving 8 outstanding points. And pretty much all of them have to be in Alad's hand. So that's the ace of clubs and the ace of hearts. The good news is that he has the ace of hearts. The bad news is that we need to knock out the ace of diamonds. So I'll just play the king of spades here. King of spades should say I have all the rest of the important spades. If partner started with 4 hearts, he might actually have a natural heart trick in his hand. Anyway, because normally on that kind of lead, cards closer to the middle would encourage spades. Higher spots would encourage diamonds, which I actually kind of want here. And yeah, so I'll try to cash this queen of spades. He did raise spades. I can't really afford to play another round of spades here. There's no way all the clubs are going away, so I can afford to play out a diamond here. If hearts are 5-4-2-2 around the table, Declare is going to have to give up a heart trick. Otherwise, it's just the ace of clubs are going to win. So I'm confident we're getting this down because, okay, so that heart is clearly a winning heart. And at this point, I think Alec can safely duck, but he might panic and play his ace. I don't know where the 10 of clubs is. So he's panicking playing ace, which is fine. If he has something like 10xx and clubs, he can play a side suit or even a club at this point, as long as it's not the 10, which will lead to an extra trick for us. Here, I don't know where the 10 of clubs is, so the rest of it is out of my hands, and the 10 of clubs is there. So had Alad ducked, we could have got down an extra trick, possibly. But the double ended up getting us a little bit. Two aces there, reasonable double. South was almost a pure Yarbrough. You'll note that the double ended up being quite key in terms of pushing us over the down one undoubleds. We can get an extra under trick, double dummy, if Alad leads a club, and that leads to a club ref after Alad gets in with the ace of hearts. On his lead, as it was, there's no way for us to get legitimately more than one trick, but ducking the club would have given Declare an extra chance to go wrong. I have, what, another opening hand, a 12 count. It's a bad 12 count, but I open this playing precision. So I just bid one spade here and see what partner bids. This is the second last hand, I just noticed. So this board, how good did it end up being? Looks about average-ish, actually a little below. Them bidding up to 4 hearts ended up being good for them, just because it's a good save. But yeah, we did well to double there. Got us a couple match points. 2 no trump here is fascinating. So what's 2 no trump? So we play that over 1 spade. These jumps show 4 card spade support and shortness. So where is the shortness? Had he bid 3 hearts or 3 spades, that would show the weaker range. This is the stronger range. So 3 clubs would show club shortness. 2 no trump shows heart shortness. So he's short on hearts. He has the top of his range. How great is that with my hand? It's not fantastic. I'm just going to sign off in 4 spades. I know that 3 no trump is not on because of the no, 2 no trump shows club shortness. 3 club shows heart shortness. So actually, we can rough 3 clubs and dummy. There are some hands he could have where we have a shot at a slam here, so it might have been right to continue looking. Here, a slam is about a 50-50 proposition. No, it's worse than that because we have to get rid of these club losers. So I have to decide how I want to tackle this. So roughing the clubs and dummies seems reasonable, but then I can't do spade finesses. Setting up the diamonds is the other option. So that could require me to rough a diamond after playing ace and a diamond, but then I have to worry about things like getting over trumped. What about playing 3 rounds of hearts, my minor suit aces, and then trying for a cross run? How reasonable is that? Well, do I have the spade spots to pull it off? Pretty close to it, but not quite. So I think in order to simplify this one, I'm going to play to set up diamonds. And to start, I'm going to play on spades. Okay. That's the king. Perfect. I've got it. making 6. Yeah, I can look, knowing he's short in clubs. His hand is not perfect, but it's pretty close to it. A bad hand for a change. On the last hand of the night, I've got 7. No intermediates except for 9 hearts. Scattered values. Partner's a passed hand. The opponents have an auction of their own, so let's let them bid it. Yeah, put the king of spades in my hand, and we're going to get to slam there. Over 2 no trump. We are not. No, we are in a game force over 2 no trump because he's bidding. No, we're not in a game force. I'm limited by 1 spade. So I would start Q bidding, and he would Q bid his hearts, and then I'd come to key cards. We'd find out about the ace of hearts and the ace of spades, and I can go 6 because I know I can ruff 3 clubs and dummy. So 2 no trump is the rebid by North over 1 spade, and we'll see if South decides to put this into 3 no trump, rebid 3 spades to sign off, or even 4 spades with a 6-card suit. So I need to think about my lead against 3 no. 3 no is going to be the final contract. I don't think spades make sense to lead. I have a 4-card diamond suit to the ace and North bid a club, or I could lead my 4-card heart suit. So those are the choices there. I don't think either is wrong, but what is right? I will lead the heart in case the diamonds is a suit the opponents need to set up and knock out the ace. So looking at this dummy, I can see 8 points. North should have about 18, and I have 7. Leading partner to hold about 7 himself. So hopefully our scattered values can take enough tricks here. This king is holding the trick, which is nice. I don't know where the ace and queen are at this point. If partner had ace king, he probably would have played the king, unless he was going to continue with the ace. If he doesn't continue with one of those cards, he probably doesn't have that card. I think North is probably holding up with ace queen small. That is the most likely scenario here, and accordingly, I'll probably continue another heart. Well, here's the ace of hearts. So I've managed to find all of partner's points, and I want him to continue hearts. If he's out of hearts now, he isn't able to do so. If he's out of hearts, he'll play a spade. He does have a heart. So here, what I'm going to do is play my jack of hearts here. And the jack of hearts should say partner. If you're in, play a spade. Though there's no need to give that signal because partner's never getting it again. I've counted his points. He's out. So here comes a diamond. I have 2 more tricks in diamonds. But the opponents do actually have to lose the trick to my ace of diamonds at some point. So I'll play my 9 of hearts. And then a club, which should be passive, but I don't think we're getting any more tricks here. We've gotten our 4. Can't imagine we have any more tricks coming. North should have at least 1 diamond and the 2 high spades. Yeah. Partner did have the jack of spades, so a spade would have been safe, but still, we did about as well as we could have to get our 4 tricks. And you can see the vast majority of people get the 4 tricks against 3 no. Overall, good round. 23, I think, was a good board. Yep. And 22 ended up being actually a little below average. No, 22 ended up being about average. And then this last one will probably be about average. So that line could have fooled Declare. Declare could have played Alad for the Jack of Hearts instead, and then ducked the second round of hearts. Then I win my Jack, put a heart into partner. He clears the suit. He can get back in to my hand with the Ace of Diamonds. At that point, 4, 5, 6, they need to give up a diamond, and I'll win my diamond in the last heart. So that could have worked. Partner knew from my low heart lead that I had 4. But the issue is that he doesn't know if I have 4 to the Jack or 4 to the Queen. If I have 4 to the Queen, then he could be permanently blocking the heart suit and costing us the contract. So I understand why he decided to go this route of unblocking the hearts from his hand. Still, I'm glad he thought about it. All right, which table? This one. Actually, I do end up getting heart 13 because Declare doesn't have enough tricks. Um, this is a hand where North bid a club and then rebid 2 no trump. I don't know what their system is. If they play standard, then it's a clear 1 no trump opening bid. Uh, it's a pretty clear 1 no, strong 1 no opener. Do not quite understand. And South, opposite of 1 no trump opener, will always make a game try. It's a good hand. You bid Stamen and then 2 no, and then makes a heart lead pretty obvious. And board 22. No Liebensoll there. Helped them because they found the good save in 4 hearts. So, with 1 table left to play, we await the final result. Can I join the table? Yes, I can. Okay, so this contract is 3-0 by North. The defense has won 4 tricks. And this contract is over as long as a club gets played and the 8 is discarded. Good, well done. So 3-0 made another to this very flat final board. We probably dropped a little bit in that last round. So we'll end up with something like a 66% game. Drum roll, please. And the winner is us. Yay, 66.2. It was actually very close. John and Trish had a 65.74% game, so they were half a percentage point away from beating us. Glad we stayed up there. Good for a cool master point. Thank you. We tried not to make too many mistakes, so I think we mostly earned our game. Thanks for watching, by the way. And I definitely had the cards. It was quite remarkable. Very glad that I didn't screw up with most of them. I don't know what my favorite one was. Probably the 1400 we got for doubling Jerry. Did a couple of slams, but they were easy ones. Anyway, a lot of fun. Had some good bridge. Looking forward to seeing if Eric can remember the system as well as we did. Board 13, you would like to have back bid 7. Bid 7 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 no? I bid 6, 7. 6 no. Oh, yeah. You can't bid 7 there in our system. Hey, thanks for watching the stream, David. Board 17 was a little bit sad. Anytime you try for a slam, you risk going down in your 5 hearts or your 4 no trump. And this is one of those hands where you've got 30 combined hard card points and you can only take 9 tricks because every card has been placed by the devil in the hand that wants to torture you. And of course, the defense was on point too. Not that defense can do much wrong on this lie of the cards. So that's it. Glad you enjoyed the stream. To sign off now, I'll be streaming 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing with Eric Knight, and we'll be trying to do the same system as we did here. Probably not as well, but it'll be just as fun. So till then, take care.